Amur Oblast is a Russian federal subject located in the Far Eastern Federal District. The administrative center is Blagoveshchensk. Amur Oblast is a region in the Russian Far East, situated along the upper and middle reaches of the Amur River, which forms a long natural boundary with China. Its administrative center is Blagoveshchensk, a city uniquely positioned directly across the river from the Chinese city of Heihe, making it one of the most visible points of contact between Russia and China. This border geography has profoundly influenced the oblast's history, economy, and cultural outlook, placing it at the intersection of Russian expansion and East Asian interaction. The landscape of Amur Oblast is shaped by wide river valleys, rolling plains, and patches of forested hills. Unlike the more mountainous regions of the Far East, much of the territory consists of relatively open land suitable for agriculture. The Amur River and its tributaries, including the Zaya and Bureya, create fertile floodplains that support farming and settlement. However, these same rivers can also bring seasonal flooding, particularly during periods of heavy summer rainfall influenced by the East Asian monsoon system. Winters are long and cold, while summers are warm and relatively humid, creating a sharply continental climate with strong seasonal contrasts. Before Russian colonization, the region was inhabited by indigenous groups such as the Evenks and Dawars, who lived by hunting, fishing, and limited agriculture. Russian expansion into the Amur region accelerated in the mid-19th century following treaties with Qing China that established the Amur River as a boundary. These agreements opened the area to settlement, and Blagoveshchensk was founded in 1856 as a military and trading post. The region quickly became part of Russia's broader effort to secure its far eastern territories and develop connections to the Pacific. During the late imperial period, and especially under the Soviet Union, Amur Oblast developed as an agricultural and resource-based region. Large-scale farming operations were established, producing grains, soybeans, and other crops suited to the local climate. The construction of railways, including links to the Trans-Siberian Railway and later the Baikal-Amur Main Line, integrated the oblast into the wider Soviet transportation network. Industrial activity also grew, particularly in mining and energy production, though it remained less developed than in some neighboring regions. One of the most significant modern developments in the oblast is the presence of Vostochny Cosmodrome, Russia's newest space launch facility. Built in the early 21st century to reduce dependence on foreign launch sites, it represents a major strategic investment in the region. The Cosmodrome has brought infrastructure improvements, employment opportunities, and national attention to an otherwise relatively remote area, symbolizing the oblast's role in Russia's future technological ambitions. Economically, Amur Oblast relies on a combination of agriculture, mining, energy production, and cross-border trade. Hydroelectric power stations on the Zaya and Bureya rivers generate significant electricity, while deposits of gold, coal, and other minerals contribute to the industrial sector. Trade with China plays an increasingly important role, facilitated by border crossings and infrastructure projects that link the two countries more closely. The proximity of Blagoveshchensk to Chinese markets creates opportunities for commerce, tourism, and cultural exchange, although economic disparities and logistical challenges remain. Culturally, the oblast reflects its frontier heritage and its position between Russia and East Asia. The population is predominantly Russian, but there are also indigenous communities and influences from neighboring China visible in trade, cuisine, and everyday interactions. Life in the region is often shaped by distance and climate, with communities spread across large areas and reliant on regional centers for service and administration. Despite its natural resources and strategic location, Amur Oblast faces challenges common to many parts of the Russian Far East. These include population decline, limited infrastructure in remote areas, and the high cost of living associated with long supply chains. At the same time, government initiatives aimed at developing the Far East, along with increased economic ties to Asia, offer potential for growth and modernization. Amur Oblast ultimately represents a quieter but important part of Russia's far eastern landscape. Its broad river valleys, agricultural potential, and border position give it a distinct identity shaped by both isolation and connection. While less prominent than major industrial or port regions, it plays a steady role in linking Russia's interior with its Asian neighbors and in supporting the broader economic and strategic presence of the country in the Pacific region. Like, comment, and share to support this channel. Subscribe for more hidden corners of the world.